Hello everyone, I am Tessellating Hexagons, back with some more Spyro 2, Gateway to Glimmer, and, Mystic Marsh. Yeah, sure, let's go. I hadn't decided what level I was going to do this episode, so just went to the first portal that I saw. The first portal that I saw. I can English, I swear. So what's the crack here, then? That's normal. So, there's a fountain that stops snails from turning into elephants, and that's about as much as you can glean from that. Hello, friend.
Things just aren't the same since our magic fountain shut off. It sure would help if you could find out what evil force is behind this disaster.
Oh, evil forces in the former Savannah Republic of Mystic Marsh. I didn't mean to take it in quite that angle. These lemurs, they throw stuff at you. They are not a fun time to be around. They just infinitely throw. You must be good at life. Be careful. Also, snail rhinos, they are a thing. And we have a gate immediately. It's a spring. It's just because you can tell there's an upper level to this level, and there's a lower level, which is what we're on now, and I thought those coins down there were 10 gems. In fact, those beads on the inside of the chalice of this... Yes, the chalice of this fountain. They all look like gems of different colours that... I want to have money. Well, fortunately, there is money everywhere. Did I mention, welcome to Winter Tundra? I've only called it Autumn Plains. Like, no, we're done with Autumn Plains. I could open up the guidebook, and you could just look at this massive list of 100%s that we've got, because we have 100% everything so far, except for the Winter Tundra worlds. The Winter Tundra itself, 100% done. We never have to go back there ever again, except we do because that's where the portals are. Now, ducks, they are a thing. This level is one of my favourites, to be perfectly honest, because... similar to, which one was it? Similar to Zephyr. It's kinda huge, and it's probably, in all likelihood, going to take the entire episode just because, well, there's a lot of stuff here. It's a very big level, and I'm not sure why, because, broadly speaking, I don't think the Winter Tundra worlds are especially big. There's just... I mean, you would have thought there would be because there's 4 of them as opposed to 6 or 8, but... And there's another thought that I meant to have sooner, but then didn't. That, I think Winter Tundra is the smallest homeworld, but has 3 orbs, and Autumn Plains is the largest and has 2, and then there's Summer Forest, which is the medium one, and that has 4. Like, surely if you were to take the, I'm trying to do maths here, like, if you take the 2 from... No, that doesn't make any sense. I was trying to rationalize how you could convert that into a 4th homeworld so that they all have an even number of orbs, but I mean, 4 plus 3 plus 2 is 9, so you could even it out into 3 homeworlds of 3, but why would you do that when the system works fine as it is? I don't know what I'm saying, I'm just wondering. But yes, in case I didn't make it clear earlier, and in the previous episode with my annotations and whatnot, yes. This level is twinned with Cloud Temples because that was used to be called Mystic City, and this used to be Mystic Savannah. Now, I've heard conflicting sources over how it's spelled. I believe in the game's files they spell it with an H, which, similar to the surname Buchanan, which I've said my piece about already, and it's absolutely none of my business, but still. In my mind, Savannah with an H is the girl's name, and Savannah without the H is, like, the biome. So, what this area is, as well as a marsh, I suppose. Like, you know, the sort of mixed, wet, dry grass marshland that you find in Africa. Can I hit? Thank you. Pardon me while I thank the vase before I hit it. Also, yay, we can use the spoing now, but I missed a rhino beetle. Yes. Yes, they are beetles. How did I miss... Oh, yeah. I was going to say, how did I miss so much shit? But I mean, I literally looked at this side of the river. The river, yes. When we started this level, I'm like, yeah, I'll get there eventually. And like, well, bitch when? Bitch now. Excuse you, lemur. You can just stop existing, thank you. Now, 3 woodles in a row. Are they going to hurt me? They did not. I'm pleased with this outcome. Aesthetic. Now, it could end up being that this level takes no time at all, and I'm just grossly misremembering how things thing, but I mean, I'd say we're about half done, and we've been going for 5 minutes. Okay, maybe this level isn't as big as I thought. But look, there's like platypus fish enemies in the water that, like, I don't know why, I've just always considered them platypus fish. And look, there's a cauldron, but if we flame it, we get no gems. This isn't Spyro 1. We've left that territory far behind. But you probably wouldn't be able to tell... I mean, you might be able to infer it just from what we've seen, but one of the orb missions here is actually a bizarre sort of trading fetch quest, but done in a really nice way, because Spyro not really the type for that sort of thing. You know, like, since when does Spyro do fetch quests? Well, excuse you. Yeah, they're fucking platypuses. That's why they look like platypuses, because they are platypuses. Wow, Tess, you're just so stupid. But I don't know how you'd envision a Spyro fetch quest happening, but trust me, they make it work. Oh, but also, we have every talisman in the game, so what we're gonna get for beating this level? Well, what do you think?
What? Oh, I must have dozed off there. Golly, looks like I let the fountain switch off. Here, take this orb and, don't mention my little nap to Hydrar, okay?
So here's fun. Instead of talismans, we now get orbs. The game really, really, really wants you to focus on getting orbs now, because that's the funny thing with Winter Tundra. You need 15 in order to open Cloud Temples, 25 to open Metropolis, or Metropolis Spires if you prefer, and 40 to enter the final boss. And as I said at the time, 40 seems like a reasonable restriction for the final boss, but 15 for a Winter Tundra level, like, surely the game should have higher expectations of you, but then maybe that's just me being a completionist, because you'd really have almost no reason to bother going after orbs up until this point, so I suppose it helps that now, in every level, well, for these 4 levels anyway, you get an orb instead of a talisman. Maybe they just ran out of ideas for talismans for these homeworlds. Worlds. I don't know. Here is a friend. Hello, friend. Can you be helped?
Ah, Spyro, a friendly face. A bunch of rotten thieves have stolen the spark plugs, and I'm stuck here. Please get the 4 plugs back.
I'd forgotten this was a thief thing, because, I remembered there was a mission involving collecting spark plugs, but, yeah, we now have a thing in the corner of the screen. If you press select, that'll bring up the HUD. I don't know if I ever actually mentioned that. And, oh, that's right, the thieves are just random furries for some reason. Okay, not gonna fight it. Okay, I'm gonna fight that, though. Fight the power. Be underwater. I completely don't remember this. Well, I mean, I'm familiar with it. It's not like this mission in Scorch, the Smission in Scorch, where I just sort of forgot it was a thing. I'd forgot the thieves looked so different. Boop. This may be harder than anticipated. Gotcha. That was an adequate challenge, I suppose. I don't remember where any of the others are. Maybe they only appear sequentially. I don't know. But we're still missing a fair few gems. That we're not even close to done here. So, also there's that up there. That vase hanging from a balloon, and I'm not quite sure how get. Is it just as simple as hit it from over... Oh. I could swear there's another way of doing that, because I don't remember ever actually going out of my way to do that as a youth. As a young... elk. When I was a young warthog, except I never was. Please. I'm far too feline for such shenanigans. Boop! Really? Really? See, I would just cut away, but I kind of want to... Oh, the fountain's on as well, by the way, in case you didn't realize that was the whole point of this level. I was going to cut away, but this is a place to which we've never been. Really, tree? Okay, well, to hell with you. I'll just come back later, because there is another mission that's sort of around here. Like, around here, because you have to go around the... I'm funny. Anyway, I like this side quest, so here we go.
Ah, Spyro! So glad you're here. I'm perfectly useless without my trusty pencil, and I seem to have lost it. I do have this extra egg. Perhaps you can trade it for my pencil.
Egg? Now, I do like... I could have pointed this out sooner, but I didn't. But if you just sort of hang around in the presence of the professor, then his idle animation involves him going, no, a couple of times, and then occasionally, aha! I can't do the voice, but I just think that's a really cute thing that I've observed from a youth. Anyway, yes, from a youth. You may have noticed that there's a pedestal over this way and a nest, so we can just put the egg in the nest, and clearly that will get us an orb. Clearly there is nothing else to this at all. Boop. It bounced out, of course. There we go. And what does this orb give us in response? A bird! I completely botched that one up. What does this bird give us in response? An orb. No, it is a habanero by the look of it. Funny thing, I don't think there is a tilde over habanero, so it is habanero, not habanero. As opposed... Oh, hello, friend. As opposed to jalapeno, which does. Excuse you, I want to make seed soup, please. Is this the wrong thing? I could swear this is where you put this. Please.
6.5 hours later.
Also, it looks like the thief is just sort of running laps, so if we just wait here, we could probably just wait for him to run back around and hit him in the face with fire. Here he comes. Stop existing. I didn't realize those were that easy. So clearly I made a fool of myself chasing the previous one. I could swear this is where this bean goes, but it's not having any of it, so I may be entirely wrong. I don't know, it's not staying in the pot, so maybe it's not supposed to. Haha. Well, in the meantime, we'll just take the seed. Hang on a minute, the fucking plump. How did I mix that up? I could have sworn you get a habanero for that pot. I did it. I just said habanero isn't a thing, and I said it anyway. Also, a duck. We grow a flower and it gives us a duck. I don't give a duck, except I do, because where have we seen ducks before? Elsewhere. And there's another thief. We'll come back to you, but we still have more platypodes. Now, I'm sure I've mentioned before how, technically speaking, the plural of octopus is octopodes. But, for one, I just prefer octopi, and two, octopodes sounds silly. If you're going to spell it octopodes, just call it octopodes and call it a day. Because, I mean, I would say, oh, because clearly I'm the best at languages, but I mean, I do language well. Anyway, have a spare duck. There you go, just had to wait for it to hitbox its own... There we go, that's what I was thinking of. I got the turnip and the habanero mixed up. Okay, this we can take to the pot, and I'll just meet you there to save you the hassle. Okay, so on the way back, I sort of dealt with the friend who was over here, just because he was kind of in my way. Okay, now I will meet you back at the pot. You know, to save you the tassel, the time hassle, the mark. Because I don't know where the mark came from. It just sounded like the logical conclusion to that statement. Don't tell me that the turnip is wrong as well, because I'm sure it isn't. There we go, we made soup. Finally, I'm at soup. And for all that, we get a gold... We gave you 15 scarabs in exchange for a cheat token. I don't remember the conversion rate. Also, don't think I didn't notice this down here. It's a good thing that Spyro can hold his breath indefinitely, even with a coin in his mouth. If I even picked it up, because his mouth doesn't look very Welsh right now. And there's no reason why I should be getting these platypodes, but I'm doing it anyway. For completion's... Oh, for completion's sake. Plus, I believe... Yeah, for some reason his underwater model doesn't have the puffed cheeks. Well, in any case. Fun little fact. Mystic Marsh has the most enemies out of every level in this game, I believe. So, at the very least, the most spirit particles. I think the only thing that can challenge that is if you count the Draclets from Crystal Glacier, which don't contain spirit particles. Anyway, where have we seen coins? In the fountain. Clearly this is the wrong level of fountain. Put them with the other coins. There's a reason they showed you that they exist. And then the fountain just... Oh, I get it. It's a fountain pen. So, haha, well, I'll just take this back to the professor and pretend that I never made that joke. And we're here, have the pencil, you fuck. Reward me.
My pencil! Now I can begin calculating the age of the universe again. Here, take this orb. Alora says she thinks I'm going to lose it.
Well, you are, because you're giving it to me. I'm the ultimate clairvoyant. But, I mean, the universe is like 15 years old, because this game was, what, 2002? I don't know. Anyway, we are still missing one friend, and I think it's the friend who took off through the trees, and I keep booping my head on the trees, and I'm going to say another word and then finish the sentence with the word trees, because I have the brain of a YouTube poop. Oh, and that was the last gem. I did not even realize. Okay, friendo, you just go over there. The problem is, it's all well and good saying, oh, I'll just wait. Okay, friend. It's all good saying, oh, I'll just wait for them to come back around, but if you get too far away, they're probably just gonna stop, like that. So, I guess we're gonna have another sped up chasey sequence then. Whoopity doobly yum my legs. Gotcha. That was both easier and harder than anticipated. Where is the spark plug? Okay, good. It doesn't really matter if you touch it, it'll just auto-collect.
Wahoo! I'm back in business! Here, young dragon friend, take this. It's museum quality, but you deserve it.
It's weird, I remember doing this side quest as a youth. I just don't remember that sort of completion aspect, line, talk, commentary, words. Anyway, that's it for Mystic Marsh. There is no talisman, so we're done here. We can add another tally to our collection of 100%. Oh, Snoozle, you dumb shit. 'Tis rather funny, though, that, as well as it... Wait, hang on. I compared it to Zephyr earlier, and I don't remember why. But, similar to Zephyr and Breeze Harbor, I believe Mystic Marsh is one of the only 3 levels in the game where the local strife isn't caused directly by Ripto in some way, shape, or form, because it's just... Whoops, Snoozle turned the fountain off, and so all the enemies turn to shit. Though that said, I don't remember if the elephant enemies revert to being snails if you don't kill them and then turn the fountain on. Anyway, Canyon Speedway. Now, I suppose I should mention at some point there is a skill point for beating the speedways within a certain time. I believe Ocean and Canyon Speedways are, if you beat them within 1 minute 10, and Icy and Metro are both, if you beat them within 1 minute 15, I want to say. I will go back and do that at some point. Funny thing, though, the fact that the wetness here is actually lava, that says to me that you can fall into it and bounce out and take a damage rather than just auto-failing. And by all rights, I should be supercharging along this because it is faster, but it's harder to control, so fight me. If I fail, that will be exactly the reason why. And of course, we haven't even seen the 4th collectible yet, so... Okay, fine, I'll give in to peer pressure and charge a little bit. But only a little bit. This is funny, though, how, Oh, and we're here. We're here amongst the soon-to-be roast turkey dinners, except they're vultures. Yeah, what's the difference? Where are your friends? Here are your friends. It's kind of funny how the 4 speedways of Avalar kind of synchronize with the 4 regions of, oh, there's Hunter as well. With the 4 regions of Termina in, Majora's Mask, which is kind of weird. I mean, it's not 1-for-1, but, I mean, it's fairly close. You got Ocean, Canyon, Cold Mountains, Bird, 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 Bird. I guess you should just charge through this section for your own good. Anyway, turns out the lava is insta-kill, despite first impressions. So, I blame Spyro's turning circle, but also I should probably go against the flow of Bird, just to make sure I run into them face first instead of having to chase them around an infinite loop of ever-decreasing birdie death. Bird, Bird, Bird! There we go! Oh, I got the skill point anyway! For some reason, I thought you could only get the skill point once you'd beaten the speedway once, but apparently I did that in less than 1 minute 10, which you would have thought that would be the hardest one. And I'm gonna have to go back and check later down the line. Did I get the skill points for the others? Anyway, now there is an option in the menu for, to turn on a mini-map of each area, and I suppose I'd benefit from that because, wait. Whoa. Whoa! I just had a moment just regarding how the speedway is laid out, but we need to get to where the vultures are because that's where Hunter is for this level's challenge. Where are you, friend? I saw you. Here we go. Friendo, what is your dealio this time?
All right, Spyro. Are you ready to try out my plane? I just fixed it, and I'm pretty sure it won't crash now.
You say that as if there's been a previous level where that was an issue.
Okay, Spyro, here's what you've got to do. I've got the plane on remote control, so all you have to do is hit the targets with your machine gun. Press circle to fire the gun, and use the D-pad or analog stick to aim.
So that's why we have to be in a plane. Otherwise, how would you explain the on-rail shooter aspect? Well, this is going to be fun. I don't remember anything about this mission. I don't remember it existing, but it does... I do approve of the controls, because it is a bit floaty, but you fire where the reticle is when you press the button, not where it ends up. Oh, come on. For the most part.
Hey, you missed a target. That's okay. It's pretty tough to hit them all.
For the most part, it does aim where the reticle was when you press the button, as opposed to where it is when the firing animation happens. And I suppose you may as well just spam the button. There is no penalty for it. Like, it's not as if the reticle moves any more slowly when you're spamming the button, so yeah, why not? Makes it easier to not miss. I need to not bad. I need to get less bad. And more good, but also preferably less bad. Blimp! There are to be no eagles today. That's a sideways reference to Portal, because, you know, soaring through the air gracefully like an eagle piloting a blimp. That's kind of my Morgan Freeman voice, and I know it's not good. It's not meant to be an impression, it's just, it vaguely reminds me of Morgan Freeman. Which it shouldn't. And hey, turns out button spamming is in fact the way to go. Similar to how, that triangle minigame. Excuse you. Does that count as a miss, seriously? No, it's all the way over there. Friend? Wow, okay, that shouldn't have counted, but it did, and I'll take it. There's that one minigame in Mario Party DS with the triangles. Did I do it?
Hey, you nailed all of the targets. It must be because you had such a good pilot.
And totally not because I was spamming the button. Well, anyway, there is, that was so much easier than Icy Speedway, by the way, holy fucking shit. Like, everything. The Speedway itself, the skill point, the orb challenge, woof! Anyway, there is a minigame in Mario Party DS where you match triangles, you get it for beating the main story mode. It's... I think that there's that, and then there's one in Mario Party 8 as well, where if you just panic and spam stuff at random, you will generally get a good score. Anyway, I'd say this went rather well, so I have been and will continue to be Tessellating Hexagons, and in the next episode, probably either Robotica Farms or Metropolis, because fuck Cloud Temples, quite frankly. You will find out why in due course, but until then, bye.